Hi there, welcome to another video with me, Troy Francis, coming at you from London. So today I want to talk about ONEITIS, and the reason that I'm talking about this is because a reader messaged me with a situation he was having with a girl that he works with, and I actually made a podcast about it, which you can listen to on this channel, but I wanted to also do a quick video because it's a really important topic. Now, first off, we need to do some definitions. So ONEITIS is basically what we used to call unrequited love. That is when you develop an obsession, you develop an attachment to a girl and she is not reciprocating to the degree that you want. Now that can vary, it can be different situations. So, you know, one extreme of it is that there's a girl that you see where you work, you see her every day, you've never spoken to her, and you've developed this kind of crush on her, you've developed this kind of, obsessive kind of thing for her that is troubling to you. So that's one extreme of it, but it could be less than that. It could be somebody where you know them socially, you spend time with them, perhaps there's been some reciprocation, and it's not like you're complete strangers, but nevertheless you have this sort of crush on her, you've got this feeling for her that she perhaps isn't responding to in kind. So there's that kind of thing. And then another level of it is when you are, say you're going out with somebody, you're going out with the girl, you're actually in a relationship with her, it's a physical romantic relationship, but you've got a kind of obsession with her and she's not really giving that back to you to the same degree, so then there's an imbalance in the relationship. So this concept of ONEITIS can take different forms. There's a sort of a gradient, if you like, of different types of ONEITIS, but nevertheless, it's a bad situation to be in. And the guy who messaged me, he might not regard his situation as ONEITIS, but I characterized it like that. And apologies, I didn't mean to cause any offense by doing that, but as a sort of a shorthand for my audience, I wanted to sort of describe in a nutshell what he was going through. But the situation that he described was basically, he worked with a girl, he fancied the girl, he was attracted to her. One night they went out and they made out, I think, or they kissed, or something happened between them. And then after that, he asked her on a date and she said, no, I don't think it should have happened, I think we should just be friends. And he asked her out another couple of times and she said no. So his question was, what do I do? Now, to me, that is a situation of what can be broadly described as ONEITIS, because this is a guy, his interest level in that girl is significantly higher than her interest level in him, despite the fact that they made out, they kissed, or whatever happened. And actually sometimes when there's been some physical interaction between you and the girl, it can be even worse, because you're there thinking, well, hang on a minute, this girl likes me, I know she likes me because she kissed me, so what's the problem here? But unfortunately, if the signals that she's then giving are, well, I don't think it should have happened and I don't want to come out for a coffee with you or a drink with you, then it's, you have to accept that the imbalance exists regardless of the fact that maybe you kissed or something happened between you at a previous point. So in terms of this sort of ONEITIS type situation, what do you do? Well, I'm going to give you 3 pointers here, or three sort of thoughts on this, if you like. I mean, there's more, we can go into this in great detail, but this is my starter for 10 today. So the first thing is you need to be brutally honest with yourself about what is happening. You need to, the problem is, right, we get into these grey areas with girls, with relationships, where we sort of kid ourselves that things are different to how they actually are. And the way you can diagnose this in yourself is if you are reaching out and asking people about this girl a lot. If you're reaching out to people like me, or to your friends, or to people you hang out with and saying, yeah, and she said this and she did that, so what does that mean? Does that mean she likes me? Does that mean she's into, blah, 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 and you're sort of you're spending time with people like reading into things that she's done, then, my friend, that probably means that you are in a ONEITIS situation, because the reality is, if she really liked you, then she would make it very obvious and you would already be sleeping together, you would already be in a relationship together, I'm afraid. So if you find yourself sort of constantly having conversations, trying to interpret what she's doing, then you're in a grey area and you probably need to get out of it, but you certainly need to be brutally honest with yourself that that is what is happening. Okay, so do that, be brutally honest, sit down, look at the reality of the situation, not just how you would want it to be, and admit to yourself where you are, what's happening. Then you need to inject some abundance into your situation. So what I mean by that is you need to go out and socialize with other girls. Now, it's not about necessarily sleeping with other girls, it's not about, you know, making out with other girls, even dating other girls, but at the very least, you need to be going out and socializing with other girls and guys as well, you know, just going out and socializing generally, because what you want to be doing is broadening your horizons. Because what happens in these situations is our worlds become very, very small and narrow. All you can see is you and this particular girl. That's all you're aware of. You know, your world has become crystallized into this tiny thing with just the two of you in it, and that's nonsense, because the world's a really big place. So you need to get out there and remind yourself of that fact. So go out, you know, go out, chat to some girls, have a laugh, have a few drinks if that's what you're into. You know, go to a social event, go to a yoga class, go to a club, go to a party, whatever it is. Just get out there and start broadening your horizons. If you can, start to get a few phone numbers as well from girls that you might be interested in, because what you want to be doing is just showing yourself that she is not the only person on the planet. She's not the only one. It's not just you and her, and if you don't get this thing sorted with her, then you're going to die alone in a lonely room. You know, miserable. It's not like that at all. There are other people out there, and you know, you're not just dependent on whether it's going to work out with this particular girl or not. And then, my friend, I'm afraid you're going to have to start distancing yourself from this girl. You're going to have to start pulling back. Now, the guy who messaged me about this girl in the work situation, he was saying, what do I do? And I said, well, to be honest, you know, you've asked her now, I think 3 times for a date, and she said no. So you can't just keep asking her for a date. You know, that's only going to, I mean, in the worst case scenario, she's going to say she's going to have you done for harassment. But you know, on a more realistic level, she's just going to think, well, this is a bit needy now. This guy's getting a bit creepy. He keeps pushing, and I've already said no. So, you know, you're going to have to pull back. In any situation of this kind, really the only thing you can do is pull away, because you've already made it clear that you like the girl, presumably, and if you haven't, then you should probably at least do that first. You know, if this is a girl that you've liked from afar from a while, I mean, you could at least give yourself the chance of, you know, going and asking her for a date. Now, if she says no, then you're in this situation where what do you do then? And the only thing you can do is pull back. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Firstly, for your own sanity, because there's no point in continually chasing somebody who has made it clear that they're not interested in you. And secondly, if there's going to be any hope at all of anything coming of this, it's only going to come about if you withdraw from the situation and she misses you. You give her the gift of missing you. So if you pull away and she suddenly thinks, hang on a minute, actually that guy was pretty cool and he liked me and I let him go. Maybe I should do something about that. Maybe I should give him a call or send him a message. That's the only way that you're going to turn this thing around. Now, I'm not saying it's guaranteed to work, but what is guaranteed not to work is if you keep chasing her and she just pushes further and further away, and you completely mess the whole thing up. So you have to distance yourself. So be honest with yourself about what's happening, go and socialize with the girls, and distance yourself from the girl in question. And you might even have to go full cold turkey if it's a really severe case of ONEITIS. Anyway, I'm going over time. I will leave it there. I do want you to sign up for my free email list, so the link is below. Click on that, sign up, free daily emails from me. It's all good stuff. I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because when we hit 1,000, I can do live streaming, which is going to be awesome. And if you want more advice like this on dating and relationships and game, then get my pack of 10, or bundle rather, of 10 books, which is called Renegade Dating Blueprints, for just $39, full value $250, on the link below. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.